Hold up.
I ain't finished making my drink.
Oh, shit.
That's what happens when you have kids, bro.
You have a hard time finishing drinks?
Coming in. Oh, shit, you live anyway. Fuck it. All right.
Well, I guess I'll be the main speaker because I already hit the live button right before you said that.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
You good? No, you good. I mean, it's just me sitting here, so might as well share this around and get this show started, I guess. I've seen better days, been the star of many plays. Sorry about that. I've seen better days. See, I'd open with the real song, but I get a copyright strike, and then I would lose the video, and I might have my whole Facebook taken down. Then I might get suspended. My account, I'll be in jail, Facebook jail forever, all eternity. Share, share, share. It's a Monday night Memorial Day show. Might do a good number, might do a high number, might do a low number. Don't know, don't really care. We got AC this weekend. It's going to be busy, busy, busy. What are we doing here?
Hold up. I ain't finished it.
Oh, there we go. The birthday celebration outside. Everybody's celebrating. Guess I should start the show. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our location, our Brooklyn studio here in Brooklyn, New York, outside of Big Apple, or well, Manhattan. The many boroughs here in New York City. For another edition of Blunt Talk, I am your host, Joey Blaze. I'm going to post a Zoom link in the comments. Joining me tonight, as most of the time, usually depends on whether or not I'm at his house or not. In this particular case, no, is Mr. Ross Collins. Ross.
Right.
Say it one more time.
That's me.
That's him. Ross is at the studio tonight. I'm sitting here at our Brooklyn set. I can't hang jerseys because there's nothing behind me to hang it with. And so instead of the back of a wall, let's have the TBT logo, because it's all about that Team Blunt Talk.
Fair enough.
Anyways, Ross, how was your weekend?
It's pretty good.
That's good. I'm glad you had a good time. What's that?
Had a lot going on.
Memorial Day weekend. And unfortunately, it was more of a November kind of weekend, truthfully.
Yeah, it was. It's the coldest Memorial Day weekend I can remember in a long time.
Cold, wet, windy, shitty.
The crabs were still good last night, though.
What?
The crabs were still good last night, though.
You guys have crabs down there?
Went to Liberty Road Seafood last night.
Man, I've been wanting to go there my entire life. I've never gone yet.
You've never been there?
No, I've heard a lot of good things about it, though.
Yeah, that shit was delicious, bro.
I have to give that stuff a try. What did I eat last night? Nothing. I'm trying not to think about food. I'm trying to think about the football that's coming ahead this upcoming month in June. So, Ross, last day of May. You know what that means? It's championship month again.
That's true.
We're finally here. We're at the point of every championship being defended for the spring 2021 year. There'll be about 3 of them broadcasted this month. The fourth one usually is MFFL. MFFL will actually be in July this year. They will be playing their championship July 11th. It was pushed back, of course. They've had their problems. So thankfully they're getting done. They're getting there. We're going to have OMFFL. I'm going to have KFFL. I talked to Keith Giles. He has confirmed to me that Try Hard Sports will be there for the Washington County Flag Football League Championships. But first, Ross Collins, let's recap this weekend. AFFL went down. There was 4 winners all in all. So we got 3 men's teams that advanced to the next round. Athletes and Blazers were 2 of them. I want to say Primetime was the 3rd team. Not the KFFL Primetime.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Can't be that.
No, it's not the KFFL one. It's the I don't know where they're from. I think that's actually the primetime team that was in there a few years ago in that AFFL tournament. But that's coming past yesterday in Washington County. The Warriors were in action. We got the dub over Ruckus, 20-0.
19.
Someone told me 20, bro.
No, we only scored 1 extra point. We missed both the other ones.
Who was it who told me 20? I'm trying to remember.
Probably Trey. He's been getting it messed up.
Yeah, it happens.
He's been adding a 0 to his interceptions, so it makes it 20. It was 19-0.
19-0. Well, another donut for Ruckus. It's crazy, boss.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, it's even crazier to think they haven't scored on us since the fall of 2019.
Bro, they got 2 first downs all day.
I
thought it was 1. I thought about more today. It was 2. They got 2 first downs all day.
Dude, that's bad. Worse yet, 3 out of their last 4 games against us, they've been donutted.
That's right.
What's going on, Ruckus? Of course, Ruckus got the revenge on Pure Chaos right afterwards. But now that we're away from this past weekend, let's look ahead to the weekend coming up. And joining us tonight to talk about this upcoming weekend is the GOAT himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jamie Wolf. Welcome to the show.
What's going on, guys? How are you?
Good, sir. How are you?
Finally drying out a little from this past weekend. So
I don't think I've ever seen a tournament that had that much rain in my life. And we were in Clash of York, which day 2 was nothing but a straight downpour.
You know what the craziest thing is? The last game scheduled for 4:45. That means our 15 minutes were done by 6. The last whistle on the last field, 6 p.m.
What, and finish right on time. God, that's crazy.
Exactly on time. Well, what happened? What helped us was the forfeit we had yesterday.
Yeah, talk about that. I happened to catch a glimpse of the live that was going on. What went down with the Bullies in prime time?
I think the Bullies used a player that played already, was on another roster. Ooh. So and they played the same team, which they asked to have the person added to their roster. They were granted that, but they didn't let anyone know that they already played for somebody else. So we ended it right there.
No, I think that's a good call. And honestly, that's on the player. He's got to say something, especially going against the exact same team he had literally just faced.
Yeah, definitely.
Has that happened?
Definitely.
In any other tournaments you've seen?
I've seen it happen sometimes. Usually we catch it, but it was a Pittsburgh team who played lights. I think it was primetime, played lights out. And the guy played for lights out. And then on Saturday, and then on Sunday, he was playing on Borough Bullies, I think it was. But it was interesting. My first time really watching the 7-man. So it was interesting. I enjoyed it.
All right. What are your thoughts on the overall style? Like, was it compared to what you've seen? Or other
it's a little different. I like the throwing off thing at the beginning. So that's how they, instead of a coin flip, whoever can throw farther, it's like, lagging and pool, when you see who starts the game closest to the wall, they do the longest throw. So to start the game instead of a coin flip, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, they allowed jumping, which was a little something I'm not used to, and saw Matt Bailey fall on his head. Hope he's feeling better.
Ooh.
So he was out. That's why he actually had to leave. And was it semifinals that happened in the beginning
Yeah, because I
of the
remember
game?
people were asking where Matt Bailey was on the live chat.
Yep. And then I think his name's Jimmy Lazan, I think quarterbacked, who quarterbacked last or 2 years ago. I think he was for Alliance at the time. He quarterbacked for someone from Massachusetts before. So,
God.
but overall, very good weekend. It was a lot of great stuff. It was great seeing new people. Don't realize how many people know who we are 9-man wise. So these are all different styles. Who definitely were coming up, want to try 9-man. Heard a lot about it. The page, I've been getting so many ads this week. It's been crazy. So, but now we have AC coming up and then Florida the week after. So we're excited. Busy time.
Yeah. Let's talk about AC a little bit. Any big updates we should know about? I did catch your post in 9-man, the championship times, 2:15 for A, 3:30 for B. Any other
B.
information that anybody would like to know beforehand?
No, what we're able to do is we're going to use 5 fields on Saturday, and we're going to 6 on Sunday. So we can get out of there at reasonable times. So what we're able to do is I'm going to run the A division on 2 fields. Starting at 8, there's going to be 2 games at 8, 2 games 9:15. That covers the first round games. Then you go to 10:30, 11:45, 1, 2:15 chip. And the same thing will be happening on 4 fields for the B division. But their chip will be at 3:30. So it's great. I mean, games on Saturday are done by 3:30. So people have time to, go to the beach, do their thing, hang out. It's gonna be beautiful all weekend. And I think the most underrated games in the whole schedule are the early Saturday games. I think they're the most underrated ones because then you get your guys done by 11, drinking by 11:30, 12, passed out by 8 p.m., 9 p.m. You're up fine the next morning for Sunday. That's the way you do it.
That's the perfect schedule all around, man. I'm
Sounds
just glad
good.
we get home the same day.
Yeah. No, it's a long. I'm coming down. I come down, I think, Thursday night, line and fields on Friday. And then I'll be on the road after the chip, driving back home to Rhode Island. So my goal is to be at home by 11, probably 11 p.m. on Sunday. That's my goal. Hopefully I hit it because I have a meeting the next morning. So, and then Florida's a week after. So Florida, that will be Thursday to Sunday also. Going down there to Davenport area, back to Northeast Regional Park. I'll be second time there in a couple months, and we'll be there one other time in January. So looking forward to that.
I actually really like that NERP has become the home of 9-man national, so to speak. Like that facility is arguably the best I've seen in 9-man play. That it is the best facility by far I've come across.
The great thing about it is it's close to everything. For people who've been going down to Florida for years, you used to stay literally like 45 minutes from your house where you played. So you go to the field, you're there all day. These houses are 10, 15 minutes away. You can go home to, go to the bathroom and come back if you needed to twice, 3 times, go back to the field, do something, go for a swim, come back. So we have a lot more people up at the field, which is great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You're a busy man, Jamie. 3 weeks in a row of travel.
3 weeks in a row, then I'm taking a break. Definitely taking a break. This is crazy. It's been a lot of work. Chris Butte, myself, Zarek, been putting these 3 events together. And it's literally you're doing one event, setting up the schedule for it, announce the schedule, starting the registration, then you're doing the schedule for the next one, Atlantic City. Now we close Florida tomorrow, and we'll have the schedule done by Wednesday for Florida the following week. So it's just rolling after another. We actually have some teams who lost in other regions coming back in the AFFL for Florida to get their last chance. So, which is good. So, but what other questions you have for me, guys?
Offhand.
Joey?
So
Offhand, throw them at me.
What's up, Jamie?
Throw them at me. Tell me what you got. I'll answer them all.
All right. So any pre-events going on Friday night for anybody?
Friday night, yes. What's his name? Brian Roberts and his crew are sponsoring an event. I forget the name. It's on the registration, the individual player registration. It's listed there. So whenever a player signs up, they see it. I forget the name of the place it is, but go out there, support them, support 9-Man. Maybe I'll make an appearance too. Who knows? That's usually past my bedtime, but I don't know. Maybe I'll make it out. I'll be down on the floor though. I'll definitely be at Harris, down on the floor at the casino, playing some cards.
It's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. I've never had the opportunity to go to Atlantic City yet. I was offered 2 years ago by, AFN. Yeah, was almost there for that tournament.
That was a good one to be at.
That
with
yeah,
AFN.
that's what I've been told. That was actually the first time I saw you on any live. Was after that tournament. Eric did an interview of you on your way back to Rhode Island.
Oh, I was fuming that trip. I remember that. I lost it. I lost it. I was pissed. I missed it. I was on my way home. Chris Seb was there with Z. The one it all went down. I was not there. I was about an hour away when I heard about it. But I still have all the videos, all the slow motions, though. All that stuff.
I remember it because I was on a date with a girl and we were watching it. Just at the end of it, I was showing her like what I do. It's like, yeah, I film all these games. Those guys pointing to AFN. They're my friends. I shoot their games, and then that's
wait. Hold on. You're on a date with a girl watching flag football highlights.
At the end, I'm just telling you about it. I gotta tell
Joey.
you, look,
Ross, what's your guy doing here? Come on.
I don't know.
hey,
I got no excuse for that one. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know what to tell you on that.
That's hysterical.
it was one of
Joey. Okay. I'll let this one slide. I don't know about other people, but I'll let it slide.
I was just trying to grow the game, man. Just trying to grow the game. Make another fan.
I appreciate it. Oh, wait, hold on. I found on my computer that name of that. The event is the Black Seed Entertainment, the pregame party, Friday, June 4th, 10 to 2 a.m.
Okay.
Contact. It's at Oasis and Shug's Restaurant and Lounge. Hit up Brian Roberts, Eddie Mickler, Tayshad Daniels, Calvin Rice, Kevin Pemberton on Facebook or IG. There you go.
There we go.
Yep.
Looking forward to it.
Yep. Okay. So AC, that was last time we were here was interesting, but I think we're gonna have a great event. We're gonna be in Egg Harbor Township. We're gonna be at Veterans Memorial Park. People keep asking me the address. Just put in Veterans Memorial Park into Waze. It comes up. But the closest thing is Veterans Lane. So I've been telling people that one. So, but we'll definitely have media coverage. I'm excited to have people watch the games, see what we got out there. It'll be a nice event to support the football program there in Egg Harbor Township too. So they'll be running concessions there.
We'll have concession stands and everything.
Yeah, they'll be running concession stands. The group from the football program, and the fields are nice and spread out. They're all in one area, but you're kind of walking through paths to get to them, so it's pretty cool. It's not all on top of each other. So we're going to be. That's why I said segmenting a couple fields on Sunday is going to be easy for us. So that's why we can make it run quick. We don't have to have one game interrupting another from another style. So we know our schedules will stay true. So that's the goal. If people just read rule books and not ask questions, we have much quicker, we won't be there till 10, 11 o'clock at night. But that's a whole nother story. So people don't do that enough.
No, they don't.
People don't do it enough. No, they want to argue a rule they've never even looked at. Anyone who wants to take the test, want to take the rules test, reach out to Ken Page. He'll give you that test. He'll let you take it. It's all set up, ready to go. I took it even. I'm not a rules guy. If anyone ever asks me a question about rules, I point them to somebody. I don't know the rules side of the game, rules and PayPal and Venmo and shit like that, and hotel rooms for refs. But the rule stuff has always been outside my comfort zone. So, but I did take the ref exam, and I did get a 66, which they were very surprised that I did that well. So, but if you're interested, definitely check it out. Hit up Kent for that.
That would be, I think a lot of guys need that. Honestly, it's crazy to me. We had a team a couple months ago in one of our leagues who was coming over, and they actually had gotten upset because of an onside kick rule under 2 minutes. They claimed that no other style has that, so why does 9-man? And I'm like, because we just
yeah, we do our own thing. I mean, it's interesting talking to people. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What was that, Joey?
I was saying.
No, I was just saying it's. You go, buddy. All you.
Yeah, I know. I'm bad at this. My apologies, Jamie.
You're good, buddy.
I feel like a lot of guys when they come over to 9-man, and I'm guilty of this too. When I started my team, I had no idea what I was doing when we first started 9-man. We just were under the impression that it was just 11-man with flags and 2 less linemen. But there's so much more complexities to the game itself that when a lot of people first jump in, they don't fully understand it.
They just ready to hit somebody, which was interesting watching this weekend because you can start seeing some trends. People who use in the AFFL the handoff more enable them to neutralize the blitz and really slow people down, which was interesting to see being out in the field. So there's always idiosyncrasies to each game, but obviously ours is more of the physical style. But it's exciting to watch. It's the best one, I think. But it's ironic talking to people from other styles like this weekend. And they're like, why does 9-man work so well and others don't, other styles? I said, because you don't all work together. It's not, I mean, I don't make any decisions on my own. I work with everyone here. I've taken input from so many people. It's for lack of better terms, of democracy. We govern ourselves. We move as one. It gives us more power in what we say and allows us to do what's best for our community. Others don't do that. Others try and find the best for themselves. And that's why the others suffer and split. And you have multiple people going to different events when they're happening at the same time.
Yeah. And, the one thing that I've often said is that with 9-man, there's only one way to play 9-man.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with 8-man, I've discovered at least 6 different versions of it. 7-man, 3 or 4 different. And you go down the list, but in 9-man, there's no non-contact. There's no anything thrown in there. It's not 9-man screen. It's just 9-man flag football.
Yep. Well, I think I told you last time we spoke that 8-man ineligible used to be 9-man B. There was never a 9-man B. It was 8-man ineligible back in the day. You added the man to go up. That's how it used to work.
Yeah, I've heard that a couple of times from a lot of the veterans in 9-man, but how it was way back when it was 8-man ineligible.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think 8-man ineligible fell off the map? Because 8-man, there's the only league I'm aware of that runs something close to it is there's a few leagues I know of, one in New York, one in one in York City itself, actually, where they run an 8-man style with 3 down linemen. Why do you think that style faded out?
Well, I know locally, so I used to run a league. I don't anymore, obviously, but in 2006, I'm going back a while, we were going down to Florida to play at Nationals. Actually, my team won the national championship in 2006 against a team from Virginia called the Villains, DA Villains. Brandon Cooper used to be on that team. Reggie used to be on that team. Gatewood, bunch of guys used to be on it. But once you won 8-man ineligible, you had to go up to 9-man. So now we had a couple teams locally who won in 8-man ineligible and obviously want to make that next jump because those were the tournaments they were playing to 9-man wise. So what we did locally is we had A division was 9-man, B division was 8-man. And then we just said, why are we fucking around with this? Let's just make it all one, the same size field, just adding a different player. And that's what started our transition here locally to 9-man. And then everyone was playing 9-man and just the 8 started fizzling out because the 9 was working for us. So, and then the rest is history.
And I feel like this game has only gotten stronger ever since I first even got into it 7 years ago down here. It's amazing to see the growth of the sport and seeing other states, other talent get involved. And it's crazy to think when you look at the entire scope of the United States, 9-man is only played in 1/5 of the country overall.
Yep. It's the linemen are the difference. The trouble getting the linemen. That's the key. Linemen are like left-handed relievers. You always have a job. Always have a job. And that's where some of these other styles, I mean, I was talking to guys from Pittsburgh yesterday. They're like, yeah, we'd love to play 9-man, but we don't have the line for it. We don't have the linemen for it. I mean, those are like that area, like what's it, Allegheny? Didn't they have like the Friday Night Tykes from Allegheny or whatever, that area? Where those guys were all monsters. So I like that show.
There's a lot of big bodies in PA. I think the biggest thing I've often heard is that most of those guys tend to go towards semi-pro instead, which is a bigger thing down in Pennsylvania. But I do believe 9-man in that state itself has gotten a lot bigger over the last few years.
Yep. No, definitely on the the eastern side of PA, I guess you would call it. But going more towards west, I think Pittsburgh's more west, if I'm doing my geography right. But
they're really close to Cincinnati or Cleveland, I believe Cleveland.
Yeah. So, but it's definitely the line that really makes a difference, and you're just pulling from different areas because most of these guys playing other styles were never focused on those large linemen, those big guys. So they're like, oh, my team doesn't have that stuff. But the line's the key. And people want to run 9-man, but the problem is we're not going to expand to areas to bring everything to them. You know, they have to have some kind of infrastructure at home. Why would everyone travel down to an area where there's no 9-man just to play each other where they could play, closer to home and not have the travel budgets? So I know some teams like Rochester or Buffalo tried to do a 9-man tournament. And I'm like, what have you supported to have teams that want to go up to see you? Why are they going to go up there and you not return the favor? You guys got to make that step first. And I think Albany started doing that a lot. You see a lot more Albany teams. PA is a lot more represented than they were before. There used to not be a lot of PA teams. It used to be mostly Jersey and DMV in New York and New England. But you see more areas. Definitely Long Island's picking up a lot. We have a lot of teams in this tournament coming up from Long Island. How many from Long Island? We got New York, tons of New York teams. The Rebels, the Dragons, the Long Island Demons, Bloodlines, Connecticut, Riot Squads, Connecticut. Empire, I think, is New Jersey. Dogs are upstate New York. Dirty Birds and Killer Bees are New Jersey. Long Island Reap, the Browns from Connecticut. NWO from Mass in New York. And so that's just in the B division. You look at A, you got, the Bulldogs Takeover, Main Event Rollers, Lions are New England, Blazers, New Jersey, Punishers, 148 Rhode Island. So you got a good mix, but you have other areas really stepping up, a lot of new teams. So.
Yeah. And, I think as these next couple of years go on, and with the exposure 9-man has currently, I have to say, like the live streaming coverage that's been happening over the last few years, I think it's been a big part in growing the game because I even get people who I never even met, just random guys adding me just to see these lives and becoming fans of the sport. And some of them even jump into it right after it happens.
Yeah. The difficult part of it when you start looking at media, and I think we may have talked about this before, I'm catering to an audience that's not even participating in my event.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're at the field, you're at the field, you know. And then we're catering to people who are from the outside, which hasn't been able to be monetized yet. Not that I'm looking for it to be, but a lot of money goes into the media side of this, and it's for the people who are here, you know, or at the field. Instead of, I mean, it's for more of the people who are not the field than the ones that are at the field who get the benefit of it. But just interesting. But
Mm-hmm.
we'll have a lot of media this weekend. We're gonna have two groups. We're gonna have you guys with Dimitri, and then we're gonna have Workhorse with Pat Johnson handling Field One, which will be exciting. They'll do some different things. Everyone does their style a little differently for their lives. So I think it's great to see the different ways it can happen. You're different from Jerome. Jerome's different from them. Dimitri, there's tons of people, and it's all good. It's all good. And I really like the data you guys are putting up now when you're broadcasting these games. It helps for people watching from afar. I think it's pretty interesting. I was watching a little bit from the car warming up the other day, but that was the only time I got in there, I think. But my shoes are still soaked. But so I got like 10 more minutes. So any more questions from me? I want to make sure I got on. I'm beat, tired as hell.
I'm going to ask about recent
I
things.
bet.
Yeah,
What'd
had a long
you
week.
say? Yeah.
I'm going to ask about some things that's happened in between Ocean City and this tournament. One of the things was down here in the DMV, we had the Timothy Rich Youth Foundation 9-man tournament for ages 12 through 14 about 2 to 3 weeks ago. I don't know if you got a chance to catch any of it. I know you're busy up there. You got a lot going on.
I did not see it. I know I donated something. I donated a couple times to his organization, which is great things in the city of Baltimore. But I think it may have been I donated to get Deuce out of jail. I think that's when I donated, not for his tournament. But I'll definitely support and go through the next one.
Your thoughts on the youth playing 9-man? What do you think is the right age for a kid to start playing 9-man?
I don't know developmentally when the right age for someone to get hit in the teeth. Don't know that. I don't have that history or that. I never played football till after college, so I didn't have that youth experience. I played soccer, so I don't know when the body's able to handle that or accurately speak on that. So I would defer to people who have more knowledge on that who coach these individuals, these youths, because it's a great sport. Obviously, flag is growing. As a safer alternative till they do get out there into the pads and a little older and their body's able to handle it.
Question in the comments. You're being asked about the transition.
Transition. What?
Feb congregation.
He's asking me about transitioning. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I don't know.
I don't know. He said it a minute ago. I'm not quite sure unless he's watching something part of it earlier.
Oh, he's an asshole. I know what he's talking about. I'm not going to even answer that at all. I'm not even going to answer that shit at all.
I think I can pick up the vibes there. You know, he just needs to go on somewhere.
My God, I'm not even doing it. No, let's change the subject. I may have, if anyone's in need of rooms at the Ramada, I may have a couple rooms for Friday and Saturday night. I need someone wants to pick them up at the group rate. I know there's none left. Reach out to me if you need them. If anyone hears this, or of course they will. But if anyone needs them, please let me know.
All right, nice. What's the next question I have?
So,
thinking. I had a question. I blanked on it. It'll come back to me. I swear.
Okay.
Guarantee win.
Try to see what other questions.
Albany.
I think I answered everything about. They're trying to kick Albany off. I traditionally have helped from afar. I haven't been part of it. It usually is when I'm away, so it always falls at the wrong time for me. But I think they're looking at the end of July for Albany before the Baltimore tournament, OMFFL. So there should be some info out there. I'm going to be talking to some of those guys, I think, next week who might be putting it on. But it's tough. There's a lot of events right now. People are trying to get theirs in. AFFL happened, the league's happening. COVID's opening up, so all the youth teams want their stuff. So it's a little crazy right now to get on those fields.
So another question, will we be required to buy mouth guards the day of the tournament at the field, and will there be a microwave provided?
Who asked that question?
No, I was just wondering, as FFW over the weekend.
I am all for people being safe. And right now I'm not mandating mouth guards. I believe, and I know Travis and Chuck, I believe there's probably was some notice about it. I don't think they would spring that on somebody right away. But because they do the right thing. That's what I think. But I just think it was just lost in the fine print by other people, which a lot of stuff is. People only look at schedules and links to register. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I think I could see that.
But that is funny. I saw that.
Didn't see it. I think it's probably something that was mentioned at the beginning, and they just never got the word out to most of the players.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward. We're going to be doing some different things here for the for Atlantic City. We're going to be doing the hats for MVPs. I posted those the 9-man logo, kind of like this one, which the Bulldogs have, but it's going to be the 9-man logo, and a couple of them have MVP on the side, and we'll also have some banners like we did in Florida with Sev on it for the champions that they could hang up. And I'm working on something else, which would be pretty cool if I could make it happen. I should know in a day or two, but I won't let that out yet. But I think everyone will like it
Nice.
for those MVPs. Yeah, something different. Definitely something different. So it'll be interesting. So there's a lot happening right now. We got 9-man playing all over. It's great seeing the 9-man guys this week. It's successful. The athletes winning. Rob Lane in his Blazers winning. It was great to see. It was great to see Deuce and his girls compete, seeing 9-man successful there. Long Island Ducks played great. Long Island, not Long Island, Free Smoke played very well. They lost at a close game. Misfits played tough too. Trying to think who else I'm thinking out there, just from a 9-man side. I know Rage has some 9-man guys. But it was great to see it. And obviously, when you look and see who's going on to the next level, we got some of those top players out there who can compete in any level.
I 100% agree with that. 100%.
Yep. So we have some of the top athletes out there. No doubt in my mind.
Exactly.
No doubt. Yep. So we also got some assholes. Which is a whole nother. we got some assholes too, which is funny. There are assholes though, but I think there's a level of respect. I think there's definitely a level of respect in most ways that allow us to be successful. I think that's the key to it. Is just being respectful of each other. You can hit someone in the mouth on the field, but you'd probably pick them up if you saw them on the side of the road, type of thing. So that's where we want to get to. And I think we're in a good spot. I think we built such a strong community. Everyone knows everybody. It just there'll be a lot of new teams playing Atlantic City. Give them a minute to learn the rules. You may hit them right off the bat, and they might realize and may piss them off a little. Just realize they weren't expecting it. Just something to keep in mind. But we'll have some great refs out there, great crews. Like always, looking to run the day by, make it run smooth, make sure everything is on the up and up, and I'm excited for it. So
I am as well. This is going to be a really
any other questions, guys? What?
Thought about it. Is there any chance we could perhaps see a 9-man tournament down the road outside of nationals bundled in with another style like 5-man, which a lot of 9-man teams have started playing?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and part of the events I'm doing with the FFL right now is showing me that it is possible to run other styles, even though I don't have any experience with it, working with Chris and Zarek. But our problem is when we look at these opportunities, 9-man fills up so quick, we don't have enough fields. So it's literally pushing 9-man back and saying, we're going to save this last field to run all this 4-on-4, 5-on-5, so whatever other style it is. So you need a huge complex. If we were to do an event with, if AC had other styles in it, we would pull in 70, 80 teams. We just don't have the fields for it. That's the thing. That's the thing. So that's why you got to find those huge complexes, big complexes. And where those are located is usually they're expensive as hell. Like that, DE turf is crazy. I priced that out for an event. It's like $1,500 a day for a field or something like that. So then you start looking at it's crazy, but beautiful facility in Delaware. So it's the amount of fields you can get and being comfortable saying some 9-man teams aren't going to make it because we need that field for something else. That's the difficult part.
I understand that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You want to at least give as many teams a chance to get into a tournament as possible with the fields that you have. It allows more game. I mean, last year AC, we had about 38 B teams signed up before COVID shut down everything.
Yeah, we had 50-something odd teams. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. But it's getting back there. I mean, we started out with this at 40 something. It's like a wedding, 10% who's invited or signed up. So that's essentially what we got finishing with the schedule we have. So, which is right here. So how many teams do we have now? So we have 12 in A and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
23, I think. 23.
Yep, 23. I'm sorry. It's been so many different events. I don't remember which has what. But yeah, 23 teams. So we're at, there are 35 teams for this event, which is great. It's manageable. It could be done with less fields, but who wants to be out there all day? Everyone wants to enjoy. This is the first time we're going to have in a while a real nightlife spot where people are going to have fun. I want people to talk about this weekend and say, you know what? Played great football, had a great time. Family went to the beach, stayed at Harris, stayed at Ramada, stayed wherever. Had a great weekend. And that's what it comes down to. And it's going to be 70 to 75 to, or 84 on Sunday.
Yeah, it makes me really
perfect.
sad that this is now a June tournament and not a March tournament.
No, it may make a switch in the future. If this works out for us, we're gonna keep this relationship going. So with the city of town of from Egg Harbor Township perspective,
I would love that. I would love that because like this sounds pretty awesome. Like to me, this is probably the closest we'll get to a mid-season Nationals-esque event for this year. Because you got a nice area.
Will be for this year.
Yeah, for this year specifically is what I mean. Yeah.
Well,
but you look at
use nice area loosely.
Yeah.
I mean, AC is nice for what it has. It's a great location, centrally located. If they ever built up their sports field infrastructure, they'd kill it. I mean, they have that abandoned airport in town in Atlantic City. Imagine they turn that thing into a sports facility. That'd be crazy. They'd bring in so many different events.
That would be awesome.
But I got time for one more question, guys, and I got to run. So I didn't know anything you want to hit me between the eyes with before I hang up.
What do I got? So rest of the year, we're looking at.
This is your time, Joe. This is your time. Don't waste it.
Man, I'm the worst when it comes to questions. I'm probably the worst talk show host on the circuit right now.
What do you got for me?
I got Deuce and Eric ahead of me. I got my intern Keith ahead of me. I'm just the worst. Let me. So rest of the year, looking at the road from now to Nationals, we got AC. We're going to have Albany, from what you said, in July. They're trying to get off.
That's what I heard.
Who's going to be running Albany? I wasn't there a few years ago for that one.
Albany, a couple people, Nick Pizarro. There's always Billy's involved. There's a lot of people involved. JP, and it's for Matt Anderson's wife, Lydia. Linda. I'm sorry, shit. I think it's Lydia. I apologize, but it'll be in honor of her this year. So it's supporting a great cause. So, and then after that, I have my event scheduled for Rhode Island in November 6th and 7th. That's going to be, I think, the 16th year of that event, which is crazy to think about. First one had like 5 or 6 teams. So
What's
we can fit.
Favorite memory?
What was that?
Favorite memory of AC over the years?
Favorite memory of AC? God. It has to be Antoine. Antoine getting in a fight on the school logo on video with his own player at District 12. I don't know if you saw that picture. It's him swinging in his bubble coat over top, and it's like and they did like an EA Sports like a punch out type thing. One of the best memes. That was hysterical. That was a great moment. AC. I'm trying to think what else. I want to say, what else? God, we had that little ass field that time. We've been all over the place in AC. We've been at Pleasantville High School a couple times and down the road a couple times. But AC has always been solid. We had some years where we've ended real late. We've had the incidents, obviously. Demons have won it. Main Events won it. Ladies have won it before. Have the Nomads? I don't think the Nomads have won it. I'm trying to think, but a lot of different winners. It spreads the wealth, which is great.
They were close.
So it used to be down, so it never was an AC. It used to be St. Patrick's Day, and it used to be on 2 turf fields next to each other. That's all we had. But they priced themselves out. It was crazy for those fields, and they didn't want us there. So, but that's where AC started. It started in Long Island for St. Patrick's Day in March.
Having been in Long Island in May, I can't imagine Long Island in March.
Yeah, on the water.
On the water.
The fields were essentially, there was like a dune behind it. It's called Cedar Creek Park, if you look it up. But it was cold as shit.
I can imagine.
It was cold as shit. I don't think it was as cold. It was colder than yesterday but that was cold yesterday. It was actually colder on Saturday. Well, guys, I got to run. I appreciate you giving me some time and love to chop it up with you anytime.
Love talking to you, Jamie. We appreciate you for coming on tonight.
Okay, I'll talk to you all later. See you in this weekend.
All right, Jamie.
Ross, take care, my friend.
See you, go.
Later.
All right, Jamie Wolf joining us. Got to tell you, Ross, Atlantic City looking a lot of fun this weekend, and it's just the beginning of a great month of June that we're going to bring to you here on TBT. We got a lot of action going on. AC, we'll have coverage of that the next 3 nights. Tomorrow night will be media night. We're going to talk to the players. If you want to chime in and talk Atlantic City tomorrow night, hit me up. We'll chop it up. We'll talk Atlantic City. Everybody come together. It's your chance to see who your opponent is, what they have to say, and to get an idea of who's who when it comes to this game. You know, I always like these tournaments, Ross, because you always meet someone new at a tournament. You see a new team, new players, guys who just come out of the woodwork. That's the thing about this 9-man flag football game. And that's the thing I like about it the most. You never know what you're going to get from one tournament to another. But this weekend, I'm looking forward to all the fun we're going to have in Atlantic City. Nice weather. Yeah, my arms keep falling off, Rob Lane. I know. Ross and I were talking about it earlier. If I put it down like this,
See, they're going again. Like, hold on. Let me see. Now they're okay. It just keeps
Bring
going.
the whole meaning the sleeveless over there.
You know, it wouldn't be me if I wasn't wearing a sleeveless shirt, Ross. No matter what temperature it is or the weather. AC going to be lit. Going to be legit though. We're going to have coverage for it beginning 8 a.m. Wednesday night we'll have the B bracket prediction show. Thursday night we'll predict A. Friday, you and I, Ross, we're going to head over to Jersey. My first time in New Jersey. Never been there before. Looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
You never been to Jersey or Atlantic City?
First time in Jersey, period, for me. I've never been to Jersey.
Holy moly.
I mean, I've been on a bus going through Jersey, but I'm not counting a bus ride.
It's like the little redheaded stepchild of New York, bro.
That's what I've been told. But it's good enough to take New York's 2 NFL teams.
Yeah.
City, that is, not the state.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to it though. First time in Jersey. Rob Lane says chill.
I'll
Hey,
figure.
Rob, we love you. Shout out for the win for AFFL yesterday. Blazers got the dub. They're advancing to the next round.
Blazers Lane got the dub.
No, we call them the real Blazers.
Blazers Lane got the dub.
Deuce Dutch and I coined it the other night. They're the real Blazers. The other team, they're the phasers, the fake Blazers. And they beat them twice.
That's terrible.
Shout out to Rob Lane and company. We'll talk more tomorrow night. Though, if Rob, if you're available to hop on and you're not able to make tomorrow night, feel free. This is an open forum. We're just talking the month of June ahead, whether it's AC, WCFFL, KFFL, OMFFL, a lot of stuff going on. It's a big month ahead. I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, we got AC this weekend. Got 3 shows the next 3 nights. We'll have a wrap-up show the following Monday. And then after that, Ross, we're back to league play. Kind of been weird for my end. I haven't really been involved in any local stuff in a couple weeks. But we're getting to the nitty-gritty when it comes to spring league play. That Saturday afterwards will be the KFFL playoffs. 1 day, 6 games, kicking off 8 a.m. I'll have coverage along with Keith Giles of that event. We will crown a new champion in the Keystone Flag Football League. I'll be handing a trophy over to the winner. And they get to sit on the same ranks as Team Blunt Talk, Misfits, X-Dogs, Killer Bees, but still not as good as TVT, the greatest dynasty in Keystone.
Immortals
never won anything.
They didn't win?
No, X-Dogs beat them that year.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I'm about to post that game next week, actually.
Oh, shit.
A lot of games being posted this week. We're going to have some content for you in the mornings all week. Tomorrow, we're going to have a B bracket game. We're going to be having Bad Boys, Long Island Ducks. I'm going to be posting it tomorrow morning on YouTube. We've chopped it up. We put a condensed version up. They're going to play again on Saturday. That's going to be an awesome game, dude. Every time they've played has been a dog fight. The Bad Boys just keep getting the best of the Ducks. We'll see if the Ducks can beat the Bad Boys. We'll have more on that. Wednesday, I'll be posting the A bracket championship game from Atlantic City 2019, main event in Lions. Monet Anderson was on the call for that. Shout out to Monet. She's making a comeback lately. She's killing it still. She's the best, man. She's doing fantastic out there. Big praise for Monet. Thursday, we'll be posting the B championship from Ocean City, Baez Auto and Rampage. And then Friday, we'll have the A championship from OC, Strong Island and Lions before we get ready to crown a new A and B champion. Of course, the next week, KFFL championships. Keith Giles and I will have them. Ross, you and me, we'll be at OMFFL that Sunday. We got a couple good games going on. They're getting down to the end of the season. They're down to their final 2 weeks of the regular season. Big competition down there in Owings Mills right now. Obviously, to me, there's no doubt about it, the best league in the DMV, four-state area.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like the competition is just insane. Looking forward to covering their championships. We're gonna have that for you on June 27th. We'll be live for that one. And then the same day will be the Washington County Flag Football League Championships. Our guy Keith Giles will have that game. Try Hard Sports. Looking forward to seeing how that goes down. We're going to crown 3 champions this month, Ross Collins. I'm really excited to see who does that. Who's going to win it all? We got a lot going on. This is going to be an awesome month ahead. This is Champions Month for spring. This is Champions Month. Really looking forward to all of it. What are you looking forward to the most, Ross Collins?
The Warriors winning.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too.
Yep. And to see who wins the OMFFL, honestly.
The chase for that championship is insane. Like, you got Rampage, you got Misfits, Scorpions. They're the defending champions, but they definitely don't look the Scorpions we saw last year in the OMFFL. We also have in that league, you got Ride Out, you got Elite Rebels. Maryland Titans could be a dark horse going in there.
Shit.
Always going to put up a fight. In fact, I think the Titans are actually up there. I think they're third place right now in OMFFL, and nobody realizes that.
Yeah, I think they're a sleeper team.
And, you got to look out for the Bulls. I think the Bulls are starting to turn a corner as a franchise. They're getting better and better. Looking forward to see how they fare traveling far for the first time. They're going out to Atlantic City. So that's going to be a big jump for them. You look at overall, just so much talent in that league. Washington County, they're going to crown a champion this year. Misfits will be trying to win OMFFL, so it'll be a new champion in county. Going to be Keystone to be a new champion. OMFFL, No Mercy Scorpions, they're trying to retain, but their reign is being threatened right now. And we will see what happens in the month of June as TBT rides along this flag football journey into Champions Month. For Ross Collins, Jamie Wolf, I'm Joey Blaze. We'll see you tomorrow night for Media Night.